Everybody, it's me, Van Piglet, and this is Dr. Ben's Comics as a podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Uh-oh, the skull fell off the logo. Give me just a second. Darn, this thing is slippery.
She's a sizzle in the night, a shadow on the wall. With fangs like razors, she's the queen of the brawl. Not your average pork chop, she's a legend on the run. A humanoid pig where the moon meets the sun. Watch your step, she's slicker than oil. Her grin's the bait, your blood's the sport. And a snort, she'll leave you be gone. No garlic, no steaks, no silver chain. She's got the power of hogs in her veins. Van Piglet's on the attack. This piece of bacon bites back. Comic book queen. Dr. Ben's Comics.
You want to have all your blood sucked out by a cute vampire girl like me? Like and subscribe to Dr. Ben's Comics and smash that bell. You can take it from me, the cutest vampire girl around, Van Piglet.
All right, here we are, folks, back again. Your favorite friendly neighborhood Dr. Ben. That's me. We're doing some comics reviews tonight. Let me make sure, as always, let me mute this just 3 seconds. Fantastic. Yes, the volume is working. It's streaming. We're now live on the YouTubes. Billions of people could possibly be watching along with you as we look at comic books today. We're also on the X platform, as well as Substack, and apparently the podcast too. I think there's something that I've done that now it is going to be a podcast, an audio podcast on iTunes. So that's why we had to. I think the last live we did was also maybe on iTunes, but I'm not quite sure. But I wanted to make sure I had like an intro that didn't have like copyright stuff or stuff that gets dinged, kind of. You don't really get your stuff taken down. You know, you have like, there's like a free reign use or free. There's some sort of way you can use clips from songs and stuff in your normal stuff or whatever. But anyways, that's enough. You know, let's not bury the lead here. I want to look at. Well, actually, you know, I will show you guys this. That's what I guess maybe the thing to do. Come back here. Let me present this real quick. This is one of the things I wanted to bring up. This THB comic by Paul Pope, right? Is that sharing it? It is sharing it. Fantastic. Okay. So this is, it's coming out, what is this? In November? On sale 11/11/2025. So this is a collection. There's going to be 3 volumes of their new collection. And there's a link to this down in the description. It's not like it's not an affiliate link or anything like that. I don't make any money off of you go and buy comics. I mean, unless you buy my comics. You know, I do make fantastic comics myself, including Van Piglet. But well, we'll get to that once we got all the stuff off. But anyways, this is Macmillan Publishers, they're doing a reissue of the THB comics. It's going to be, I think it's 3 volumes. But so the first volume, and maybe that's just the best way to kind of introduce this, is to kind of like see what they have, the copy. Let's see what the copy says for, says discover the indie sci-fi epic that broke new ground in graphic novels with Total THB, Volume 1. Mars is a planet divided. In the north, the Bohemian Plutonium City teems with music and art. In the south, the people of Velo City are stifled by an oppressive bureaucracy with a tightening grip. And it is in Velo City that we find H.R. Watson, the sheltered daughter of a wealthy industrialist, and THB, her loyal but mysterious bodyguard, who can expand from a tiny rubber ball to a 9-foot-tall humanoid with just a splash of water. To HR, THB is a novelty, a strange new toy of dubious value. But when she finds herself in the crosshairs of her father's enemies, HR will quickly discover the true extent of THB's power. Over 30 years since its debut, the world of THB continues to inspire loyal readership and critical acclaim. Now, for the first time, New York Times bestselling author and Eisner Award winning Paul Pope's sprawling self-published vision is gathered in 3 definitive editions featuring remastered art and exclusive new material. Yeah, so does it have, I don't know, oh, it's got clips of other people saying that Paul Pope is really good. Well, they don't have my clip in there saying he's pretty good, but and look, you can look, this is their site. As I said, I put a link to this down in the description. Is this going to work? Maybe that's not even going to work to show it. How do I? Okay, well, it's not. What is it doing? It's kind of weird. What? Is that? No, it's not showing anything. Okay, well, thankfully then we have got, let me pull it back up over here. Okay, so let me pull this thing out of here, because that's what I'm saying. We're not going to be able to look at it there because it's not showing it. So let's flip around the camera and we'll look at, turn off the the fuzz. Let me turn off the fuzz here. Oh, geez. There we go. So I got a couple issues here. I had more of them when I was younger, but they all disappeared over time. You know how that happens with comics. But this is the first 2 issues. You see they're like regular comic book size and black and white interiors. He's got like he uses brushes a lot, and this is something I actually kind of need to look up, because some of his lettering is his own lettering, and then some of the lettering is by another fella named Michael Nino. It's one of the first comics people I met, actually. But so I mean, it's a sci-fi comic. Let me slide my little microphone up a little bit closer over this way. Oh, let me turn this thing off. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm getting crazy. Okay. It's a sci-fi comic. It's set on Mars, and it's like they're like teenage girls, right? So it's kind of like I would say it's like an all ages kind of friendly comic. If they're kids that can like read, if they can read like that many words, then they're probably good to read this. It's not, super violent or sexual or whatever, and it's fun. It's not like pushing any kind of like they're just friends. It's not pushing like their sex stuff or you know what I mean. Like it's just a good old fashioned classic sci-fi comic. It's got creepy people wearing masks because they live on Mars. You got this little thing called the pig dog. You know what I mean? Like his artwork though is just so lush looking, right? Like I don't know a better word to describe it. Like it's not that it's like clean, because it's clean, but he gets like like here you can see he's getting kind of grimy and gritty in there, and but it's just a really nice style. You know what I mean? When it needs to be clean, like look at the watch face there. And it's the other thing is it's like he's developed the entire world here. It's set on Mars, right? It's in the future, obviously. So he has all the I mean, look at their faces. He has all the background, you know, the politics, all the locations, you know, what it looks like on Mars, the kind of traditions they have. You know, they drink coffee, and you know, this place is there. There's a lot of references to coffee in the comics, which, you know, like as a kid, like I was like, hell yeah, coffee. You know, I was just getting into coffee when this was coming out, and I was like, coffee is awesome. Okay. And also, the other thing is, when I was reading this as a kid, was that you know, I grew up in Ohio, and Paul Pope is also from Ohio. Is there a picture? Yeah, there's a picture of him there in the front. And this is, to say what year this came out, I want to say it's 92. I think it's later than that. Oh, no, I'm like way off. I think it says 95. Yeah, I'm way off. 92, 95, 3 years, I guess. Oh, okay. The original version of THB was published in 94. That's what I'm saying. I guess it's debatable. But no, I guess 92 and 94 are still not the same either. Anyways, early 90s is when it was published. And, and he had a couple of like graphic novels before this. There was a Sin to Tulo, which was a story about a guy searching for the grave of Ambrose Bierce down in Mexico. And then he had another one called The Ballad of Dr. Richardson, which I remember ordering that like ahead of time, because I used to get Advanced Comics, which actually I have an issue of it here to kind of show off. Maybe I'll pull it up, because that'll kind of you'll give you guys a better reference of what I'm talking about. Because this is the thing, is like you're looking at comics, and you know, you want to find out about new comics. There's so many ways you can nowadays, right? There's all the websites and stuff. Back in the day, if you wanted to find out what was coming out, you had to get either this big order catalog, Advanced Comics, which, I mean, it's a catalog, but it also has like just tons of big ads. All the descriptions for all the different comics are in there for each, you know, whatever's coming out that month. And that was how I had originally found him, was finding out about they had an interview with him about his Dr. Richardson comic. And then this is this after? I'm not sure how many issues, because once he started publishing THB, you know, there's like 6 different issues, or well, there was supposed to be 6 issues to start, and then it kind of expanded past that. But you know, then he was doing other things as well. But he had like this was one of the other big things that like really solidified him in my mind, like just as a creator, that was just amazing, was that, you know, the order catalog for new comics is here, and he's in it, and it's an illustrated interview with Paul Pope, right? And it's the guy from the Advanced Comics talking to him about, there's an image from THB, you know, there's her 9-foot rubber humanoid person, that's HR, one of the other robots. There's a giant piano named Steinway. I'm not sure if that's in the first or second issue. Excuse me. And, you know, like he's got like this greasy, oily look to his art that, like, he talks about how that's what he's going for too, you know, like, and it keeps going. Like, there's 3 pages of an illustrated interview with Paul Pope. Like, it's, you know, you look at that, oh my gosh, it's just, you can feel like those leather pants and like a leather jacket. You can just feel like you can smell them, and just, you know what I mean? Like, leather has a certain difference in like you know, in appearance than other, like a jean jacket or something, obviously. But that's what I mean, though, is he was one of the creators that, like, I just kind of latched onto, because like he was an indie comics guy. He was in the same state I was in, Ohio. So it was like, oh man, somebody from Ohio, and they're just making cool comics, hell, this is it, you know. And just every page of this is just, it's just fun comics. You know, it's following this girl, H.R. Watson, and she has a couple of friends, and then like also like enemies because they're like teen girls or whatever at school, and they're from I guess you would say like rich parents or something. So, and it's all set on Mars, which is just the, you know, so it's like things will be familiar, but then like completely unfamiliar too. This is them introducing so this is THB, trihydrobioxygenate. Is that what it's? You add a drop of water to this tiny little ball there, and where does it? Why doesn't it show it there? Maybe I thought that was the first time it shows. Okay, we'll have to jump forward a couple pages to find the first appearance of the giant guy in here. But it's a fun story, and it's like, it just, like I said, it has all kinds of weird technology. Like nowadays, having like little assistant robots almost seems like something we could expect in the next few years. You know what I mean? Like I mean, you can get assistant robots now. I guess there's those Tesla robots and whatever China's building. We're probably screwed when it comes to robots, but with all his stuff here, it's just, you know what I mean? Like you look at it and it's such a clear, like, just handmade and just quality. You can see like someone is just they're just putting everything into every panel. You know what I mean? They're thinking about movie. You can feel like I always thought of like noir movies, like maybe like the Maltese Falcon, or I don't know. Now I'm gonna be on the spot. Or the Grifters, or, you know, like there's all kinds of old like 40s and 50s black and white noir movies, and there's something here where it's just, it really captures a lot of that feel, and a lot of I think almost that like back in the 40s and 50s, they had that kind of vision of the future, and it feels like it's something like that. You know what I mean? Like it has the way these robots, these are bureaucrat robots, right? They're robots that are they're there to create bureaucracy and follow rules and create paperwork. Like, I mean, those are just fun. You know what I mean? Like it's like commenting on stuff, but it's not too heavy-handed. Or like there's this whole sequence here where these bureaucrats they've seized some sort of illegal comics that they found, and let's see what happens this month. They start, like, each one of them will start reading it until like their superior comes along. What's his name here? Scrimshaw, Mr. Peters, sir. Scrimshaw, are you not the personal secretary to the Office of the Advanced Services? Yes, sir, of course I am. What does he say here? Then why have I not received your report on the current activities of the Watson family? Sir, I failed my report earlier this morning. You know what I mean? And it's just this, he kind of like confiscates the comics from him. And then he starts looking at them and laughing. And then it's like one of he's reading them until, does his supervisor come in too? No, I think that was just the only bit. Oh, okay. And there's THB, a giant humanoid robot that comes from the little pea-sized rubber ball. Is this where? Yeah. So this is like HR hanging out with some of her friends, and they're talking, and she's like, "Okay, well, I'll show you my robot. I just need some water." Okay, you better get back. And it just, hooray! And it's just him leaping. It's just like this giant weird guy. He's a giant weird robot. Like, it's so goofy. And he's basically like indestructible and super strong. And you know what I mean? Like, if you had like a teenage girl that now, like, she has a giant robot that'll just do anything, like, she's, you know, but she's not the evil level of teenage level. So that's what I'm saying. But it is a fun, here's her and one of her enemies fighting, punching each other out at the schoolyard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's cool. Oh, this is it. This is the it is in the first issue here. They all these bureaucrat robots, they've brought this giant delivery for her, and it starts to unfold, and it is this giant Steinway piano. But I mean, like, just looking at it, you could tell there's something up with it. Like, those are evil eyes. And I mean, like, you look at the last picture up, she leaves it up there, she walks downstairs, and I mean, is that like a Chekhov's Steinway piano, I guess? Is like, you know, something's going to happen with the piano. And what, I guess these are spoilers is what I usually do here. Holy shit, is it not in this? It has to be in here. There's something with her. One of the other robots is chasing her. Oh, and it's just, that's our cliffhanger ending, is that you know, she's running away from these other robots. And then the Steinway starts coming for her. Like, starts walking along. And that is, if we go to issue 2, you know what I mean? Like, it see, there's him there's old Paul Pope being a hipster back in Columbus back in the day, back in 1994. Holy shit. Okay. But so it just jumps right back into where we were. You know, there's this robot that was chasing her. She banged up him. And, you know, I don't want to give away all the spoilers of stuff. But she rounds a corner, and there's the Steinway. Hello, little girlie. And he starts laughing. That's just like the creepiest thing. Like a giant piano is chasing you. Like, how can you get better than that? I mean, he's trying to fit through doors, getting stuck in doorways. Like, that is some nightmare fuel. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you have you know, a Steinway in your house or something. I would if I had a Steinway in my house after I read this, I would definitely be maybe locking it up somehow, locking the room it was in. What's up, Great Cloudy Day? Weirdo Ben. What does that mean? It's a girl being chased by a living robotic Steinway piano. Steinway? Is that what I called it? Shit. But so, I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? Fun comics. There's, you know, like, obviously her giant robot guy, he's going to be able to beat a piano. He's 9 feet tall and indestructible. He can beat up a robotic piano. Like, do you even have to ask? You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know. So I'm excited to see, because this, like I said, there was supposed to be 6 issues initially, right? There's all kinds of fun stuff in here. I forgot there was this McCain part, which is almost kind of like he's like a tough guy, or I think he's like one of the bodyguards for her father or something. But it's you know, it's like a super spy kind of part of it, where it weird action, and there's all this stuff with her boyfriend. This is her boyfriend is an alien, a Martian. Martians have like bluish green skin, I believe. But it's, you know, like it, all of it like makes me think of Columbus. I've only been to Columbus a few times, but every time it has looked basically exactly like everything in here. So I mean, maybe Columbus looks like the cities on Mars in 100 years, or you know, he may have just been basing a lot of the architecture on Columbus, Ohio. Oh, that was the other thing. It's like this is back in like comics felt more experimental back then, right? Like this is like a page of poetry set to comics, or like comics. How would you describe this? A catalog of waitings, a kettle almost boiling, a trickle of silver, an oil slick floating. Waiting, big, black, unrelenting, tireless and dry, a rusted cable thrown up across the sky. You know, just sirens announcing, and no one is coming. Like it's so much fun stuff. And then like here, this is like some of it is just fun stories with these characters. Like this is the Bumble Hip Shake, right? It's like her and her friend go to this place, and it's like a gangster's like restaurant or club or something. And you know, it's like a whole, it's just like a neat little story. Like it talks about them. It talks about these weird gangsters on Mars, and she somehow helped one of them or something. Oh, I think their car broke down. That's what it is. His car broke down, and they helped him out somehow. And so this gangster like gave him free whatever they want at his club. So these are the first two issues, and then there's three more. There's 3, 4, and 5, and then when it got to after issue 5, he started coming out with it might say it in the back of this, because this is he started coming out with these other issues, right? Like he had oh yeah, see, so this was his list back then in 95. So we had THB. This is issue 1, volume 2, which is what this one is, right? Issue 1, volume 2. It was like the revised version for the first issue. And then he also had, like I said, that Sin Titulo, Pope's debut work, the critically acclaimed drawn novel, follows 3 adventurers into Mexico. Sexy and compelling. Buzz Comics magazine. It's an oversized 9.5 inches by 13 inches comic magazine. It had a Mobius 6-page comic in it. Man. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had a bunch of these. I think almost all of them, but they're all gone. And then over here is where it started getting a little different. Like, because then he was saying he was going to have THB number 7. 2 new THB short stories by, he started calling himself PP for some reason. I guess Paul Pope is PP. THB article by guest writer Hooray Muscoladedo with art by Terry Moore and Mike Allred. I think this he did. I had this one, The Pig Dog Parade, which is an all-new THB graphic novel starring Pig Dog. Also HR, Lolly, and Molly's Family, not to be missed. THB number 7 never came out. THB, it also advertises THB number 9, which also never came out. But this THB, Giant THB Parade, is that what it is? Yeah. Oh, and here it just listed as Giant THB. That's what this is. So that's what I'm saying. There was all sorts of other issues. So I'm interested to see how all of this. Look at the size of this thing too. Look at that. That's regular comic book. Look at the size of it. That's huge. And this is, like I said, he had maps for all his different cities and all the different giant elephant that has collapsed. And this one has a couple of other stories that are not in the same universe, right? Here's her. It looks like she's not shaving. Teenagers. And this is the other thing that I miss in a lot of comics is like the creator, the writer or whatever, or the artist. He's the writer and artist. You know, he's a cartoonist. But then just sitting and like writing a whole bunch of stuff in easily legible size comic, like lettering too. Like I think I've showed you guys some of the comics I get of Simon Hanselman's. Gobble gobble. It's great. some of his comics will have writing, but it's in such tiny fonts that you have to get, like a magnifying glass to see it. This is easily readable. That's what I want with words. Easily readable. But he talks about like creating the comics, whatever was going on. Some of them I think he would have. Oh, he has some fan letters, fan art. Please pass the THB. Someone drawing like a manga version of one of them. Oh, that was the other thing, was he eventually got they published a bunch of his comics over in Japan back when like Japanese comics, manga was just starting to get over here in like a bigger way. Yeah, this is like this is Canyon Kids by Jay Stevens. So this isn't even him. He's just like threw in this extra little comic of these bizarre kids that they just make noises like zzz, wham, blah, swoosh, and they're all they're eating breakfast and then they sneak off to go like hang out at their club or something. It's like a weird 10 or 12 page story of all these weird little kids, and they don't ook 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 ook. They just, I mean, maybe that's a different language. Vidor, I think that's his name. Hey, Dempsey, Vidor. That must be their names. But just an odd little story about kids. And then this one, Paul Pope's released this one a couple times. This Escapo story, right? Which this is doesn't really seem to be in the like the Wars thing or whatever in the sci-fi universe. It's just like a story about a circus and the escape artist. A reverse tragedy. And again, I mean, he draws. I mean, it's just fantastic. There's of course our escape artist. He's got a scarred face, and he's in love. He's in love with the acrobat queen Arabella. Like she's up there, like, careful, Vic. Your eyes are fairly melting out of your head. But she's the most beautiful girl in the whole world, I declare. Oh, brother, Vic, don't you fall for a girl who walks tightropes for a living. Come on, get going. You're up in the center ring in 7 minutes. 20 seconds. Iron shackles and a wooden chair. That's all he has between him and death, crushed beneath the chassis of a suspended Buick. Ladies and gentlemen, the escape artist. Will he survive? And he's like counting 5, 4, 3. And like the Buick lands just as he just jumps out, like just a split second, like not even a whole second before it crashes. The escape art, and he's, that's what you gotta do. You can't, if he escaped and then like 10 seconds later or 20 seconds later, then the car fell, that wouldn't be very exciting. You know what I mean? He's under there, 20 seconds, it's counting down, the rope's going to break. He's got to, if you're the escape artist, you have to walk the tightrope yourself. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the car's up there hanging. If he gets up and gets away, And then like a little while later, then the car falls. That's not very exciting, you know. I mean, I guess the car following is exciting, but when he's still underneath it, when it starts to fall and is able to jump out just in time, you know what I mean? Like that's like tension or drama or excitement, you know. and also this is the other thing is it's like he builds like so much with like just such small things, like just little moments. Yeah, I noticed you didn't wear your mask tonight, Vic. It's the first time, huh? That's right. The mask's grotesque. It's not me anymore. I'm changing, Steve. I'm changing. You know what I mean? Just that like just tells you so much. Like, okay. And they're walking away. Do you think I have a chance? Do you think she I don't know, Vic, but I'm behind you. And it's, you know, it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't really it's just like a circus. And I guess if they're hoisting Buicks up like that, then I guess it must be like maybe 50s or 60s. Looks like it looks like the 1950s Buick, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a huge car guy, but it's not a 70s Buick. Well, so anyways, they're strolling over here. He's just like this, like just a hopeless romantic here. He's walking. Vic is walking here. I can't put it into words, Steve. It's just it's weighing on me right here. Feel like a 14-year-old boy. Do you really suppose? Take it easy, Vic. Don't let everything into the ground for heaven. Don't let's talk everything into the ground for heaven's sake. And this is they're walking over towards the picnic tables there with the clowns at them. Hey, look who it is coming over. Hey, Vic, you still bleeding at the heart for the tightrope girl? You know what I mean? And that's just look at that image, you know, like they're both walking up to the table and it's just, you know, the clowns and like the circus workers all sitting there looking at them. Like it's just, the escape artist is in love with the tightrope girl. Get out of here. You are one naive lunkhead if I ever saw one. I love his clowns too. They're so he just immediately captures that look that, like, you know, clowns after work, they're hanging around in their wife beaters and they still got some of their makeup on. Why'd a girl like that shower attention on a ugly mug like you, all used up and worn out like an old towel? Yeah, shared by every farmer's daughter from here to the Blue Basin. What a girl like that wants a boy who's clean and who looks the same on both sides. A boy who's slim and sweet, with a quick step and a gentle manner. That ain't you, Escapo. That positively ain't you. These clowns are so mean. They've got to be bringing up he's got a scarred face. Sound like Ruby? What? Black comedy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot this. Yeah, positively ain't you. But it is somebody like the Acrobat King. The Acrobat King, of course, is, you know, the guy acrobat who's like jumping on like horses and that's right, you think a camp this tight has any secrets? You may be a big deal at center ring, but out here you're just a pug ugly, luckless jack like the rest of us. They all start laughing. That's what I'm saying. His lettering is just, he does, you know, this is obviously hand lettering, right? And with hand lettering, you know, like every letter is different, right? So like you don't have T and then like the same exact T on the next word. or the O's or the B's, or each letter, it looks different. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just using a font off the computer, every time you use a letter, it looks exactly the same. Whereas if you're hand lettering with your brush or a pen or whatever, every word you write is going to be a little bit. There's going to be just minute like variations, and it gives letters more life, you know. And then you have like where you can get more expressive lettering, where like, you know, they're laughing here. That's just, you know, he's just using the ink brush to write in ha ha ha, you know, and it gives it that feel of, you know, this laughter, this cruel laughter. Sound like Ruby. What? Oh no! Handle your no. Great, you guys are a bunch of bastards. You know what I mean? Like they draw you into the stories, and that's what just blows me away with this stuff. Is it's just black and white. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't even really use like gray tones or like those halftone sheets or whatever. It's all just black and white art, and it captures. You know, he's over here looking at you know, the Acrobat Queen's little cabin or little trailer or whatever you want to call it. Her little I don't know, what do they call those things? Their little caboose, her trailer. I think that's what I'm going to call it. Is her trailer, and it's. He's sitting there anxious, and this is the worst part. You know, he picks up a little rock, and he throws it over there to wake her up, to get her attention. You know, she looks out, and he's hiding over in the trees. I mean, he just looks like a creep. Hello, who's there? Is it you? I mean, look at her. Definitely if you're going to fall in love with the Acrobat Queen, that's the one to fall in love with. But it's me. It's Vic. Oh, Vic. What are you doing out there? You read my letter? Yes. Well, what is your answer? I don't have an answer for you tonight. I need more time. Go away. I'll tell you in the morning. So signal me in the morning. Listen. Just before I perform, I'll look over to you on the sidelines and let a white scarf mean yes and a black one mean no. Yeah, all right. I'll signal you then. Now go to bed. It's late. Until tomorrow then. Good night. You already know. You already know what's going to happen. Let a white scarf mean yes and a black one mean no. This guy is just hard up. And then it's, you know, and he's just, what is it? He's got a locket of his dead mother that he's, oh, Mom, you would like this one. You would like this one. She's so beautiful. And the Acrobat Queen, she's not. She's with the Acrobat King, obviously. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a tragedy. You know what I mean? Because you can see the escape artist guy. It's like he just doesn't. You know. Well, so, that's what I'm saying. This is the Acrobat King is visiting her at the circus. Sorry, I'm late. I had some stuff to do. That's all right. Scapo's big finish is up. The water trap. Want to watch it with me? Oh, no thanks. I'll stay here. Why not? What do you have against Scapo's act? I think he's great. I don't have anything against him. I'll go. And this is like, trying to explain this thing. Watch then, ladies and gentlemen. Regard and gape. That should be our new motto. Regard and gape. Ponder and stare, and compare if you dare. You see before you the most dangerous and deadly of traps our master escaper has ever faced. It is not a man-eating shark. It is not an Ebola. It is not a speeding bullet. It is not poison. It is not perfume. But it is the water womb. Down, down, sunk in its watery bowels, our escapo goes. Down, full fathoms, down, full fathom 5. What? Director, for it is here we will find the one and only Escapo. And there he is. Is she here? Does she come? He's, thinking this while he's coming out there. He's got flowers and his cape and his little outfit on. Okay, let's go, Vic. Remember everything we went over. All right, 22 seconds on the Johnson picks, 14 on the knots. You listening to me? Huh? I said good luck. And I don't know if you're just listening along at home. It's hard to explain this thing that he's going into. It's like it's a trap, right? And it's like up on kind of on stilts. It almost looks like one of those little stress things, like those little stress stalls that you can hold and you squeeze them. Kind of looks almost like one of those. It's a weird little face, and there's a hatch, but it's all made out of metal though. It's supposed to be filled with water. And there's a hatch up on the top of it that the escape artist is going to go into, and he's up there. He's looking. Come on, Vic, hurry up, go. Where is she? He's not telling them, but he's thinking this in his head. This is one of the reasons that I am a fan of thought balloons. You know what I mean? Some people say that thought balloons are stupid, or they don't use them, or they're not good. But I like them. I feel that they belong, and I feel like if you do them wrong, they're stupid, yeah. But like if you do them right, like anything. There, I see her. She's with Acrobat King, and she's wearing no scarf at all. Come on, Vic, pay attention now. Down, down, down. With not but 60 seconds of air sealed off behind. Closed nose, lips, and ears and eyeballs. The weight of his shackles and chains carrying him down, down, down to the bottom of the water womb, with 60 scant seconds of air stolen away. Inside his corpuscular lungs, surrounded by gallons and gallons of cold, wet water. Cold, wet water. The face on it actually kind of reminds me of some of the stuff from like Batman Returns, maybe? Like those weird, yeah, because it was like the circus stuff from the Penguin and that. That must be, this must have been right around the same time as Batman Returns, too. Look, he's taking too long. What should we do? Nothing. It's part of the act. No, I think he's taking too long myself. I'll have to stall for him a little. Chains! Chains of iron! Locks of steel! And I'm going to leap. Oh, my God. Oh, no. I missed all of those. How didn't I see any of these? That looks gay. Well, yeah, probably some of the clowns. Her hair is good. Well, see, I won't spoil the end of it. We'll skip ahead past that to the next one. Because I'm saying I don't want to do spoilers on everything. In this one, it's H.R. Watson again and some of her friends. And again, yeah, hit her hair. That's what I mean. It's like with a brush, there's something you can, with brushes, you can just make lines that you can make with brushes are just so much more expressive. You know what I mean? Like that. I guess that's the way to explain it. But in this, it's like HR and a friend and sort of a rival. And they're having some sort of argument at the milkshake shop or whatever here. and they make a bet. I think it's like they bet about their robots or something. Which of them has a tougher robot? And the bet they make is that HR bets that if she wins, that the other girl has to eat this bug. It says, I'll let you have any contest you want, provided when you lose, you eat that big Zuck bug. Gross. And that's what I'm saying. Like his face, the way he's able to capture like faces and hair and just emotions and just, you know what I mean? Like there's something with that is just you can do real realistic drawing, right? That super realistic, high realism or whatever. But there's something that's captured when you can capture like emotion, and when you can just capture someone's likeness like that with less lines or with just these just amazing brush strokes. I mean, there's something with that is just, you can't replace that with AI, at least not for another year, But it's a fun comic. So they have to go somewhere. Oh, this is the other girl that's her credit card. Gave my own Bank of Mars credit card with an almost unlimited line of credit. So if I want a room or anything else, I expect to be treated right by the likes of you. Yeah, see, there's more stuff with their. Oh, that's what it is. The girls are comparing their robot friends. So tighter, better robot. Well, see, that's what they're comparing. This is an RHM is what they call this one. Impressive, isn't it? What do you mean, I mean, Okay, girls, better stand back. And when THB comes out, he's a good 3 or 4 feet taller than the other robot. And that's what I'm saying. They're complaining them tighter, better robot. Well, I guess THB is taller. And bulgier. She's patting his crotch. He doesn't, I guess, I don't know if really call THB a he, because he doesn't really seem to have any, he's just a flat, no real sign of reproductive organs on the THB, we'll say. There's just legs and these, kind of like a Barbie doll. They're just a flat piece of plastic. Let's see who's got the bulgier brains, THB or RHM. Good idea. What should we start with? Capitals. All right, you two, listen to this. What's the capital of the middle Martian continent? Plutonium City. That's THB immediately. Plutonium City. The other one, RHM. He's like, hey, how come he talks so funny? Well, he can't help it. The 68 RHM model doesn't come with fully equipped vocal cords. The new models do. Well, let's try mathematics on them. THB, what's 6,201 divided by 27? 229.6, ma'am. Phooey! That's kid stuff. RHM, what's the square root of 36,921.75? Her RHM robot just has the 3 dots. Nothing. And maybe that's a little ambitious for a beginning. Let's try an easier one. Okay. Hey, RHM, what's 30 times 3.2? 30 times 2. 30 plus 2. Come on, RHM. That's the best part. So look, he's got it. He's motioning for a piece of paper. Quick, give me a piece of paper. There. That's it. All right, Sam. Write it out longhand if you have to. Good boy. 34. It's not 34. You big deal. So what? Math isn't the end of the world. So let's try something else. What about feats of wonder? A great idea. So you know what I mean? Like that. It's just fun comics. You know what I mean? Like, look at her face. See how angry she is there. That's what I'm saying. It's just being able to capture, or this, look how worried she is. Whoops. You may be able to capture that with, oh no, it looks like Cynic getting glazed. Well, it could be. I suppose it could be. I don't know. Anyway, so that's, and of course, more fisticuffs from the girls. I mean, how can you can't go wrong. You got girls punching each other. What's not to love, you know? Suck. I guess that's a bit of a spoiler. Anyways, so that's the Alabama Glaze Fest. Yeah. I've heard Cynic goes to the Alabama Glaze Fest, but they said you can only win it so many times in a row. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Paul Popey's. If you haven't seen the THB books, which they're, like I said, they're from the '90s. They're kind of, I don't know if rare is the right word, but they're expensive now. Definitely, I try and find them. But you could still probably find. He did Battling Boy a couple years ago. This one's all in color, because a lot of people like color stuff more than black and white. But it's still, he's a fantastic. Whatever he draws is just on point, He's done stuff for Marvel, of course. I know he did a DC series. This is what did he do? Oh yeah, he does. This is Paul Pope drawing Medusa, Black Bolt, and Gorgon, and what's the dog's name? The heck is the dog? Shit, what's going on? Oh, okay. What? Okay. But you know what I'm saying? He's worked with everybody. He's just fantastic. He also did a book with Anthony Bourdain, Hungry Ghosts, a bunch of ghost stories. He illustrated a couple of these with Anthony Bourdain. Rest in peace. And even, I thought this was funny. Let me pull this up here. I think is this the page it's on? This is from our friend Billy Tucci's back in the '90s, a She-Cyblade crossover, The Battle for Independence, which this had like all the different like indie people back in the day all showed up in this somehow, like Cerebus, Bone, She, of course, and there's a key or something in the back that has all of them, because there's a big shot. All of these guys' characters all showed up in here, and one of them, there's a page with this. One of the pages has like H.R. Watson from the THB comics pop up in it. Where the heck is it? I should have looked at this a little bit. Oh, there she is. See, that's HR, and there's THB. There's Hellboy. How about that? Hellboy, Mike Mignola was pals with Billy Tucci back in the day. Probably still is pals, I guess. This hot dog guy, I don't know what. Madman. There's a bunch of fun stuff. Oh, so that was the whole the big spread. There's grifters right in there. But all these were all indie comics from back in the '90s, and for some reason they all had to come together. I think that's a turtle. I don't know. I don't even think I could name half of these at this point now. Like, they're so, but this is all, I know that's Tyrant from Steve Bissett. But anyways, getting too off track here. Anyways, that's what I'm saying. Paul Pope, it's good stuff. Like I said, the link to his thing about whoever's releasing the new volume, the new collection of THB, is in the description. And of course, I'll show off real quick my own comic, Van Piglet, which is in. Oh yeah, let me show you that. Here, watch. They're weaving it out now. Oh yeah, they never invite me to their weeb fests. I don't know. I'm not a big enough weeb. My own comic, Van Piglet, the first issue. My goth true crime comics is available now. There's some copies on my eBay. I'm going to be putting it onto Big Cartel, and I'm going to be putting up a digital version here in a little bit. But for right now, you can get it on eBay. And watch, this is going to be so cool. Let me flip. Well, I can just do it like this. Watch. This way, though. Okay. So right here, look at that. There's a QR code. If you scan that QR code, in theory, it is supposed to go. Shit, let's try it. Yeah, I've got my QR code scanner. Watch. I'm gonna scan. Let's see, and it's supposed to go. Yeah, let's allow it. Let's see where it goes. It goes to eBay, and it goes to Van Piglet on eBay. Go over there, get yourself a copy. $13.99 plus $5.85 for shipping. That's not bad. Get you a copy sent out immediately. Today's Saturday, so it'll probably go out on Sunday if you order one today, because I don't just drop the packages in those little drop-off boxes, because you know what? They'll get banged up. And, you know, I want to send you your comic, and it's going to be in good condition. It's going to be in a little box. Might be a recycled box from Nine Lives Comics. Might be a new one. We never know. There's all kinds of fun stuff in here. My own horrific tale of satanic murder, of course, is in here. And comics I've had published over the years, including ones published by Rick Veitch, Rarebit Fiends, and my own version of Weapon Ek with Logan there. And everyone's favorite friend, the King of England, King Scab. There he is. All right, guys. Well, that's... Oh, and a shout-out to BTM Reviews and Jim Satala. What's up? All right, guys. That's all I got for now. I'll flip around my thing here. Put my thing back on. Put the thing... Okay, shit. What did I just do? Stop. This. There. Oh, no, not that. Gotta push this button. There. Okay. All right, there it is. There it is. Okay, so anyways, folks, there it is. Like I said, check out the links. If you like the THB comic, by all means, check it out. If you don't get it, you know, like Van Piglet, get yourself a copy. Like I said, right there, the QR code. If you're listening on the podcast, if this thing makes it to the podcast, there'll be a link somewhere and all that stuff too. So, you know, don't worry. And I don't know, I think that's probably good for now. We've been going for an hour. I don't want to have it get too crazy. And also I gotta do some more drawing stuff. I gotta finish stuff for the next issue of Ripperologist. So like I said, click the... That's so crazy how you can look, dude. It's gone. Put it right back. It's so funny. A QR code. I could put other ones on there, but I want to have like 50 QR codes on the screen. That'd be weird. Just have one on there that goes to the eBay and get you a copy of Van Piglet. There's also, of course, where's the other one? Shit. Oh, there. Also get a copy of Babies from Hell. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. It's getting kind of weird on all the black is disappearing, and it's getting my little background thing. All right. Anyways, go check it out. Like and subscribe, and we get to 500 viewers, or 500 subscribers, of course, we'll be live chainsawing open the CGC copy of Arcade Comics Review from back in 1975. Got the chainsaw. We're going to cut it open safely. We're not going to damage the comic. We're just going to destroy this plastic garbage. So anyways, folks, till then, I guess that's all I got. And thanks for tuning in. Gray cloudy day. Shout out. They're weebing. I want to go start weebing too. Shit. That's what I'm saying. Alrighty, guys. Keep weebing and thanks again. Oh, yeah. What? Did I do it? Play the outro. Play the outro, guys.
Have you brought any fruits or vegetables onto the planet? 2 weeks. Excuse me? 2 weeks.
I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, and me is trying to take my life away. I put a hole in me, girl, for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me, 'cause I'll come and take your life away. Step upon me, Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Now these pussy niggas putting money on my head. Go on and get your refund, motherfucker. I ain't dead. I'm the diamond in the dirt that ain't been found. I'm the underground king, and I ain't been crowned. When I ride, something special happen every time.
Get ready for a surprise.
3PO. Dr. Ben with a 2 says, just order Blood Roof. How scary is it really?
Ooh. Were you with the lights on during the day?
It's upsetting. It's very upsetting. There is a dismemberment. There's some violence. There's very scary situations. If you haven't guessed that she fights demons, spoiler alert. There's some scary ass demon, at least.
I mean Hellion, right?
In there. And her powers have to do with blood. So inherently, scary.
Good point. Great point. So, yeah, it has some scary moments.
It's my shit.
Why are you trying? Why are you trying? Jesus can't save these hoes. Why are you trying? Why are you trying? What makes you think you're greater than Jesus? What makes you
Mother, can you keep me in the dark for a while? Can you hide from me when I work? Oh, Mother, gonna take your daughter out tonight. Gonna show her my world. Oh, Father, Lord, I'm bound to see your light.
bit than that.
That guy that jumped on today, was he an actual Katie? Like, it was right near the end of the stream, or not right near it, but like the last hour stretch.
Dr. Ben is weird. I don't know who the fuck he is really,
he
but
from
then
Katie Did's thing? Because like he was asking a lot of questions about us.
No, he's from Scab's thing.
Oh, well, yeah, see, Scabs hangs
well,
out
he
with
mentioned the
Katie.
Commandos, and that automatically makes me know that he is good with Katie.
Got it, yeah.
And he's always creeped me out with his Dr. Ben pizza profile. Looks like I don't know, he's just a weird motherfucker.